Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I'm Stan the Movie Man, and this is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week at WIMZ.com, you voted for me to go see Cowboys and Aliens, starring Daniel Craig, Olivia Wilde, Harrison Ford, and more. It's the story of a man who wakes up in the middle of the desert, doesn't have a clue who he is, doesn't know how he got there or where he is, and he discovers he's got some sort of big, thick metal bracelet on his arm. He's approached by three guys who are going to, rob him and drag him back to town and see if he's a wanted fugitive. But he learns that instinctually he's very good with his fists and with a firearm. He takes one of their clothes and one of their horses and rides into the nearest town, where he runs across the local sheriff, who says he's Jake Lonergan, a wanted man who is accused of numerous terrible acts, including robbery and murder. He also meets a woman by the name of Ella, played by Olivia Wilde, and she says cryptic things to him that are, she might know who he is, or she might be able to help him figure out who he is, but he wants nothing to do with her. In a confrontation with the sheriff, she knocks him out, and he's getting ready to be transferred to the federal authorities when a local cattle baron by the name of Woodrow Dollarhide, played by Harrison Ford, rides into town. Seems his son has gotten into a scrape in town as well, and he wants the boy back. And when he sees that Jake Lonergan is in the prisoner transport with his son, he wants Lonergan too, because he stole some gold bullion from Dollarhide. That's about the time the aliens show up. They fly over the town, they blow stuff up, they pull people up with some sort of grappling device, but as they approach the town, the device on Jake's arm comes to life, and he's able to shoot down one of the ships. And it's decided that Dollarhide and Lonergan and a couple other people in town will ride off to try to figure out where their loved ones have been taken. It's an odd mashup of the Western and sci-fi, and it works. Now, it has a lot of riding around in the desert, which seemed a bit repetitive and dull at times, so I'm going to mark it down a little bit for that. But, as far as the story goes, why are aliens coming to Earth in, say, the 1870s any more outrageous than aliens coming to Earth now? The whole story is basically a Western, but the Indians have been replaced by intergalactic aliens. There are some Native Americans in the movie, and I worried for just a moment that it was going to slip into a very stereotypical depiction of them. It doesn't. It actually, I believe, is probably a fairly accurate depiction of Native American life at the time. And it works. It was enjoyable. Again, there are some parts kind of in the middle where there's a lot of riding around in the desert. Some of that, I think, could have been cut out. Some of those scenes could have been perhaps condensed a little bit. But otherwise, it's a very enjoyable flick. The effects are great. The aliens are ugly and scary. The reason they're here is plausible. And for me, it worked. I enjoyed it. I'm giving it 4 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie I see next time. Have any questions? You can send them to me at StanTheMovieMan@att.net. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. Till next time, see ya!